Hi everyone, I'm Raven and in this video we are going to talk about meditation or relaxation and visualization. Before I make videos about spells and another advanced stuff, I figured that I need to make a series of videos where I share with you the basics without what you wouldn't be able to perform successfully a spell most of the time. So even if you find the right spell and do everything perfect, like it is written in a book or whatever your source is, most of the time you won't be able to get the desired outcome, if not at all. And this is because in order for you to be a successful practitioner, in my opinion, you need to learn the basics first before jumping into spells, which are meditation, visualization, grounding, centering, energy manipulation, casting a circle, and releasing the circle. My plan is to make 4 videos for those of you who are just getting started in witchcraft and are wondering from where you should start. I believe that these 7 things play a big role in witchcraft practice. And if you are serious about this craft, I suggest you to start with these things first. After these 4 videos, I might go on with cleansing and protection video, because this is what I feel like you should start with as a beginner practitioner. So meditation and relaxation is the foundation of all acts of magic. By investing in the practice of meditation, you are investing in your magical ability. Because our minds are filled with excess noise and imagery, it is important to learn how to relax or to silence our mind before we cast a spell. In my opinion, being able to control your thoughts and your mind will give you a higher chance to get the desired outcome from your magical workings. Magical workings require you to be in the right mindset. You can't do a self-love working while you are angry and expect a positive outcome. And I would like to add something quick here. If meditation is not for you, it's okay. Meditation is a straightforward practice, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. It requires concentration, and genuinely concentrating on something with our full undivided attention can prove much more difficult than it sounds. There are many other ways to relax your mind, and you can choose whatever best suits your practice. And I will cover a technique in this video for those of you who are searching an easy way to relax without practicing meditation. Meditation is a very large topic, and I don't know if people who are watching this video would like to hear me talking about this for 10 minutes. So I will cover this topic quickly, and maybe in the future I will make a more in-depth video about this topic if you would like me to. With that being said, I will share with you an exercise from the Psychic Witch book, which is an amazing book, especially for beginner practitioners, if you would like to learn more about the basics. Learning to focus with basic meditation. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position somewhere that you won't be disturbed. Make sure that your legs and arms aren't crossed unless you're intentionally sitting on the floor in a cross-legged position. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Close your eyes and breathe. Don't try to force your breath or control it. Just breathe in a way that feels natural to you. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Follow it with your intention as the air flows in and out of your body. Notice how your body responds to breath. Trace its path inside of your body with every inhalation. Focus on nothing except your breath. If you start to think about other things, your mind begins to wander. Just return to your breathing without scolding or criticizing yourself. Try meditating like this at least once a day. Slowly build up to 10 minutes, then 20, then half an hour. It may feel like a struggle at first, and there will be days when you really feel resistant to meditating at all. But it's important to keep with the practice of daily meditation to build your ability to focus. Your mind will wander many times. This isn't inherently a good or bad thing. It's part of the process of understanding how your mind works and how to override what it wants to do undisciplined. Whenever your mind wanders, don't see it as failing. See it as succeeding in meditation. If this meditation were a workout, your wandering thoughts would be the weight you're lifting. You don't scold yourself for the weight being heavy, you lift. You don't berate yourself for having wandering thoughts. You acknowledge them and bring your focus back to your breath, breathing naturally. In this book, you can find many other good exercises that will help you in your meditation journey, if you choose to learn more about it. There is another simple exercise, but extremely useful if you choose to master it. It may seem very simple at first, but you might find it's a bit more difficult than you expected. This is the ability to keep your mind entirely focused on one mental task. Affirm to yourself out loud or in your head that when you reach the number 0, you will be in the alpha brainwave state of consciousness. Proceed by counting down from the number 100 to 0. At this stage, it's unimportant whether you visualize the numbers in your witch's eye or not. What is important is that the number you are on is the only thing that you are focused on at the moment. If you get distracted or realize that your mind has wandered, simply start over again. Once you have accomplished this successfully without any other thoughts invading, then see if you can achieve it 3 times in a row, stating your affirmation at the beginning each time. Once you have this down, you're ready to move on. Another technique is box breathing. This is a quick way that I find to relax before my working. So you want to breathe in, counting to 4 slowly. Feel the air enter in your lungs. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Try to avoid inhaling or exhaling for 4 seconds. Then slowly exhale from your mouth for 4 seconds. Repeat all the steps over and over again until you feel relaxed. What I find useful is while counting to try to focus on the numbers, just like in the last exercise that I've showed you. Once we learn how to relax, we can begin practicing visualization. If you are clairvoyant, which is being able to see with our mind's eye or witch's eye or third eye. For example, when we meditate, we don't see with our physical eye, but we see with our mind's eye. I believe that visualization can be easier for you. For some people, visualization is a very easy thing and natural thing to do. And for others, it's a very hard thing to do. Although in my opinion, it plays a very important role in our practice. It is not impossible for those of you who can't visualize to cast a spell, for example, because you can replace it by talking yourself through the process. Visualization to me comes naturally. However, focusing on a specific thing can be a hard time sometimes, without letting other images coming to my mind trying to interrupt my practice. So what I usually do is talk myself through, and I find it very helpful. So next I will share with you a good exercise for visualization from the same Psychic Witch book. To strengthen your inner clairvoyance, you're going to want a simple object that you can hold in your hand. I like to use a crystal because they tend to be simple in form and of a single predominant color. I like to use that as a good starting point for visualization strengthening. Put yourself in a meditative state and take in all of the shape, facets, and color. Turn it around in your hand to see every perspective of the crystal. Soak in every detail of the crystal that you can. Close your eyes and try to remember what it looks like. Try to conjure the image in your mind, trying to retain its color and shape. The key here is not to try too hard. If you try to force the visualization, it's going to be a lot harder. Instead, you want to be in a really relaxed meditative state and approach this with a very playful and receptive attitude. You want to be in that alpha brainwave state of consciousness that is very daydreamy and relaxed. When you try forcing it with your witch eye, it tends to do the opposite. It becomes much harder to visualize. When you're done, open your eyes and study the crystal again and keep repeating this process of studying and recreating the image in your witch eye. When you're done with this, you want to close your eyes and conjure the image of it again. This time, while you see the picture of the crystal in your witch eye, begin to change the color and shape of the crystal. Try turning the crystal into something else entirely. Another great exercise is to use a picture, particularly one that has some sort of landscape or location. It doesn't matter if the image is a realistic photo of a place or a surreal fantasy location. Study the picture and recreate that image in your witch eye with your physical eyes closed. This is going to take practice, so keep going back and forth. Now, while holding the image clearly in your witch eye, imagine yourself inside of the picture. Imagine what the picture would look like as a three-dimensional world that you are within. Take in your surroundings. Some of you might already know how to visualize, and for those of you who would like to learn it, my advice to you is that practice is the key. And with that being said, here we are getting towards the end of our video. I hope this video was useful. As always, I thank each and every one of you who made it this far, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!